Hey chat, how do you be a Christian online? Let's talk about it. This is Bite Size Theology. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Bite Size Theology, a ministry of Springfield First where we tackle big topics around faith, one bite at a time. I'm your host, Allison Means, and today I'm joined by our student life director, Natalie.
Hello.
And we are talking about being a Christian online and digital life.
Yeah.
How do you be a Christian online, Natalie?
It's a great question. It's a great question. I think that the internet and social media as a whole can be a great tool for evangelism, for just being a person in general. But there's also an innate danger to being online that is kind of overshadowing everything else.
Well, it's a great platform, right, for us to be open about who we are.
Exactly.
And to say, like, to make sure you lead with Christ.
Yes.
Right? That it's not an afterthought of who you are.
Yes.
That our identity, even our online identity, is founded in our identity in God.
Yes. And I think that a lot of times, especially with social media, there is this innate pressure to kind of put across this perfect life.
Oh, yeah.
We only post pictures that we look the best in, or we only post, the happy sides of life. And we kind of see this kind of false image that life is just picture perfect. And I think one of the ways that we as Christians can kind of show what our values are and beliefs are is kind of showing that life isn't always perfect.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that I went through tragically in my life was that my dad passed away when I was 21. And so I found a lot of support from groups online and people online who were reaching out to me because I was open about how I was struggling with my grief. And I think that there are just a lot of tools and people out there who want to do good with, with the internet and how we can better make this worldwide, thing, social media, and how it can help us better ourselves. Not necessarily divide us, but really bring us together as Christians and just people in general.
Yeah. I mean, the internet is great and terrible.
Yes.
You're able to connect with people from all over the world that you would never and will never meet in real life and learn from each other and walk alongside each other. I've got friends in Australia and the UK and all over the place thanks to the internet that I never would have met.
Yeah.
But also it has a lot of pitfalls for us where one of my favorite quotes is, comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes.
And the internet is a comparison machine.
Yes.
It's so easy to, like you said, look at somebody's profile or whatever and see like this Instagram perfect, like their grid is curated.
Yes.
And everything looks great. And that person's life could actually be totally falling apart.
Yes.
But all you see is shiny, happy, like thumbs up all the time. And it's just not anyone's reality.
No. I think one of the things that I have always had to remember, I find myself scrolling on social media a lot.
The doom scrolling.
The doom scroll. I catch myself doing it quite often. And I think when I realize, when I'm doing that, I feel guilty for how much time that I just spent aimlessly scrolling. I can't remember a single video I just watched. But I think that there are a lot of tools right now that we can use to, better adapt. We have screen time limits. We have, access to all of these different profiles that might have better resources for you than just, memes and just funny videos.
Listen, I love a meme.
I do love a meme. We send many back and forth.
Man, it's not fed on memes alone. Okay.
Yes.
you gotta get some substance in there.
Yes.
And you can't live your entire life on the internet.
No. Some of my students have some pretty alarming screen times, which
I've seen some of them.
We've got a lot. I think one of the things that the internet has taught me, which sounds kind of ironic was how meaningful, genuine, and personal, like interpersonal relationships are, and getting that time away from the internet too.
Yes.
And just kind of being face to face with people.
Oh, yeah. That's so much of a thing where people get sucked into this and they kind of lose grip with reality a little bit, that there's a phrase for it, which people will say, go touch grass.
Yes.
Like, get off your screen and just go be a human being for a while. But more than that, go be with other human beings in real life.
Yes.
Because while it's wonderful and you can connect with people from all over the place, we're not made to live behind a screen.
No.
We're made to be together in space.
Yes. Yes. And listen, the internet has given us so many great things, especially after the pandemic, during the pandemic, having to transition to church mainly being online. And that was how we connected with people. And seeing how people wanted to come back to church, but that's also a great resource for people who might not have had it before. You see all these people, especially older people, who are shut-ins. They cannot physically get out of the house anymore, but they are still able to be a part of that faith community, which really is crucial in our lives. There is just so much hurt and bad in the world. And I think that finding those genuine connections in the ways that you can online it's powerful. We see, like you said, we have friends all over the world and people that I might not necessarily ever, meet in person, but I have some of my best friends on the internet, and how we have connected through shared experiences that we would not have known otherwise.
Yeah, the internet is great and terrible.
Yes. Yes.
So I think the onus is on us to recognize that and to use it responsibly, and to remember that whether we are out and about in real life or we're, presenting ourselves online, we have a responsibility.
We do.
We have a responsibility as Christians, which literally is like little Christ. So to live our lives in a way that it's obvious that we are.
Yes.
Even on the internet, it's obvious that we are.
Yes.
And that can be a harder space to do that in, because it's not every second of your life.
No. And then there's also the private side of things, where when you are alone and you find yourself scrolling on social media, you could find yourself in a deep, deep hole of looking at things that might not necessarily align with your beliefs or morals. And so it's really, you have to be responsible to draw yourself out of that.
Yes. Now, listen, sometimes you can dig yourself into a hole that you cannot get out of on your own. And in those circumstances, we're talking about images that are not good for our souls, for our minds, for our hearts. Sometimes you need to seek help.
Yes.
And I don't want to discount that.
Yes.
I don't want to say you got to figure it out yourself. Sometimes, and the internet is addictive. That's why those those screen times on people's phones are crazy.
Yes.
Because it is addictive. Because it just feeds you dopamine.
Yes.
And that's, so if you are in a space where you have recognized that you've fallen into a pattern that is harmful to you, I want to encourage people to reach out for help in those situations, because it is out there and you're not the only person that has ever dealt with it, even though it feels very isolating. Yes.
It can be, like you said, it can isolate you. You can feel very isolated. But I think when we are able to realize that we have gotten to that point, that there is value in, not only confiding in someone, but creating almost like an accountability group. I know that I've had friends where, we talk to each other for a while on the phone, and then we're like, okay, we both need to take a step back and kind of just breathe for a second. Get away from screens, because we all know that when you put your phone down and you can just be a human for a while and not interact with the internet for a while, it can be freeing.
Oh, yeah.
It can be freeing. The
Oh,
internet
yeah.
has this draw that, it sucks us in. There's so many things. The internet's, it's crazy, right? Everything is there. The ease of online shopping. You don't have to go out to the
Anything
store.
you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so just being intentional about taking care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We got to take care of ourselves.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the internet is great and terrible.
Yes.
Use it responsibly.
Yes.
Thank you for being here with me today, Natalie. And thank you for joining us as well. We'll see you on the next episode of Bite Size Theology. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Bite Size Theology, where we take big ideas about faith and break them down one bite at a time. We hope today's conversation has helped you grow in your understanding and sparked new insights on your journey of faith. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave us a review. And as always, if you have questions or you want to dive deeper into today's topic, feel free to reach out. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and keep growing.